So for those of you that have watched any of my videos before, you'll know that I am a believer. I really believe that there is something out there, and that the UFO, UAP nonsense that we're told from the government and media is just lies. And I really do. And I want to believe as much as possible. Like even with NASA, I want to believe what NASA's putting out there because I love topics on space and the cosmos and exploration of our universe. But this from NASA is insane. How awful this piece of content that's just come out from NASA actually is. It's such garbage. I'm literally in shock that NASA has even put this out. And people are jumping on it all over the place because it really does. It's so damning for NASA how obviously fake this footage is. And it's supposed to be of astronauts floating around in zero G on the International Space Station. No chance. It is awful. Check out this footage released from NASA and how bad it is. So this is the piece of footage, and it's recently released from NASA, and it's just ridiculous. Actually, I'm annoyed. I'm actually annoyed that NASA puts this type of garbage out and thinks that I'm an idiot and that you're an idiot and that we're all idiots, because it's so ridiculously fake. I don't even know how to describe it really. I mean, before I play the video, look at the woman's hair in the background, the astronaut in the background. It's just ridiculous. You know, that looks hairsprayed. It doesn't move at all. When she moves, it doesn't even move at all. But that's not the ridiculous part. If we jump into the video now, we'll go through it. There's some slow motion bits. Now, the original video does come with some dialogue between the astronauts and the control center, which I've muted because they don't really add anything. But this astronaut does a flip in the air. Now, first off, if you look on the right side of the astronaut's trousers, his pants, you'll see there's like a triangle sticking out, almost like he's got something in his pocket. So as his arm's doing this, just on his pants there, just above the microphone that he's holding, you'll see it sticking out. There's like a triangle shape sticking out, like he has something in his pocket. That's connected to a harness. The astronaut on the right that has the USMC logo is going to grab that harness and clearly not make contact with the astronaut, but grab something controlling the astronaut and pull him back towards them, because obviously that harness is moving him out of sync with the rest of the astronauts. Just watch this. Look. You see the way he leant in to grab it? Here it is in slow motion. So this astronaut's doing a flip on a harness. Again, look at the sides of his trousers for where the harness actually connects with him. The harness is obviously moving over now, but you'll see the contortion of the trousers that are connected to the actual harness. You can see that there. And then watch the astronaut with the USMC t-shirt on. He's going to raise his arm to go and pull the astronaut back in place. There's his arm. Now he's going to grab what you think is going to be the astronaut, but he doesn't touch the astronaut, look. He grabs the wire and pulls him back. And it even pulls the USMC guy, USMC astronaut, towards him. It is absolute nonsense. That's probably one of the worst pieces of NASA mishap that I've ever seen. I mean, it's absolutely ridiculous. Then both these astronauts look down. The guy behind the astronaut even seems to, do something to grab the harness as well. So the guy in the stripy top behind the astronaut also looks like he's noticing that the astronaut in the blue's harness or whatever he's doing is moving over, and he grabs it as well, as if to pull him back into place. Oh, God, it's so bad. And look at the USMC astronaut's hand. It's not even touching the astronaut. It's grabbing the wire. Doesn't touch it. What absolute nonsense. And they put this out to the world and they just expect us to digest it and accept it. And it's really a shame, because I think a lot of us want to believe what NASA's putting out there because we're fascinated with the cosmos, and we want to know what's going on in our exploration of the moon and just our solar system and beyond that, of course. And they just put out this nonsense. It's shocking. And whilst this is without doubt one of the worst pieces of fake media put out by NASA, there's still worse. Look at this. Now, this video is a little bit older, but it's a complete reality fail by NASA, as in the background, supposedly again on the ISS, the International Space Station, in the background you see an astronaut who's supposedly supposed to be floating through compartments, actually hanging from a railing as he does it. So again, a complete mess up from NASA, and more indication that NASA thinks that we're just idiots. Look at that. He's actually on a harness as he floats by. It's insane. You can actually see him hanging from a harness as he floats behind these astronauts who are pretending to be in zero gravity. I don't know what NASA thinks of us. And here he goes. There he is on a harness floating past. It's just such a lack of respect from NASA. And who can ever, you've probably seen this one, the astronaut that disappears. This is a single shot. And it's just, editing foul up. There he goes. He actually disappears as he goes around the corner. So we've got astronauts floating in backgrounds, supposedly floating in backgrounds rather, but actually on harnesses. We've got astronauts disappearing as they go around corners just through bad editing of fake media. And obviously from the first video, we've got this new footage from NASA, which clearly shows harnesses being used to imitate zero G. All I can say is NASA, come on, you can do better than that.